So my name is Peter Salisbury. I'm a journalist and I'm an associate fellow at a think tank called Chatham House. And in September of 2014, I was living and working as a freelance reporter in Sana'a, in the capital of Yemen. And in September 2014, a group called the Houthis, a Zaidi Shia militia from the north of Yemen, had basically surrounded the capital after months of fighting their way down to the outskirts of the city. It turned out later, with the help of the former president of Yemen, Ali Abdullah Saleh, who was trying to bring him and his people back into power with the help of the Houthis or alongside the Houthis. And there was pretty fierce fighting from about the 16th or 17th of September onwards, as the Houthis moved into the city and started fighting against these Sunni Islamist militias and military units who were on the northwestern edge of the city. And by the time we got to the 21st of September, it was becoming increasingly clear that the Houthis, with the support of pro-Saleh military units, were probably going to win the fight. So on the 21st of September, the UN envoy to Yemen thought that he'd got a peace deal, a deal to end the fighting. And journalists and local dignitaries were called to the presidential palace in Sana'a. I went down, they took my phone off me. I went into the main hall, in the main reception hall in the presidential palace, and I'm stood there with all the other journalists, and all you can hear is this constant sound of shelling as the fighting continues throughout the city. And slowly but surely, the bigwigs, the big guys from Yemeni politics start filtering into the room. And it turns out they don't know what's going on. There are rumors that a flight with a Houthi delegation from the north of the country is about to come, but there's no news. And we sit there for almost 2 hours. And then the Houthi delegation arrives. And at that point, this rumor starts going around the room. And people are saying, this hasn't just been a fight between sort of different militias and military units. This is a full-blown coup. And as that rumor starts spreading around the room, we start hearing that the police force, the local paramilitary forces, and the military have all decided to step down. They said, okay, we can't win this fight, so we're going to let these guys in. The shelling stops and everything goes really, really quiet. And that basically is how Sana'a fell. And as I went back out onto the streets to try and work out what was going on, already these checkpoints were popping up all over the city, manned by guys from the Houthi militias with their banner, which is known as the Sakha. And it's just this surreal sight where you drive past the US Embassy, for example, and there's this big green, red and white banner that reads, "Death to America, death to Israel, damn the Jews, victory to Islam." And that's how Sana'a fell.